Let's go to the second part here, which is, I said, the current administration and that timeline. However, one of the people who is running for president right now, possibly the next president of the United States, is Donald Trump. And Trump is making very sustained calls for negotiated peace in Ukraine. Let's put this up there on the screen. Quote, "If I were president, the Russia-Ukraine war would never have happened. But even now, if president, I would be able to negotiate an end to this horrible and rapidly escalating war within 24 hours. Such a tragic waste of human life." Interesting, and could be a very politically popular message, let's say 2 years later, let's say another 100 billion later, maybe a couple F-16s later. And Trump was speaking to this on his campaign stop in South Carolina, and I think this is a very potent message right now. Let's take a listen.
Joe Biden has brought us to the brink of World War III. We're at the brink of World War III, just in case anybody doesn't know it. As president, I will bring back peace through strength. Peace through strength would have never happened. If I was president, there would not have been a war with Russia in Ukraine. Zero chance, and Lindsey would be happy with that. That's better than any alternative. Wouldn't have happened. And I will say this, even now, despite tremendous loss of lives and destruction of much of that country, I would have a peace deal negotiated within 24 hours.
Peace deal within 24 hours. That is something which I really believe, Krystal, could have a significant potency also in the general election, also in the primary, but
Agreed.
Really in the general election, where a lot of polling, and you've been taking a lot of look at this, is what? People are very split right now on support for Ukraine.
The numbers have moved significantly in terms of how the public feels about continuing Ukraine support. There's an NBC News poll that just came out. And it's kind of funny because they buried this at the very end of the write-up and did not highlight it at all. 50-50 split on whether we should send any more aid to Ukraine. Within the Republican base, that is, it is not 50-50. Republican voters are very much on the side of not sending any more Ukraine aid, and those numbers keep shifting in that direction. So again, listen, Trump is full of shit on any number of things. He's been all over the map on Ukraine. He, remember, what was he like saying?
You should bomb them with Chinese flags.
Right, and put Chinese flags. I mean, so he's alternated between taking like insanely hawkish, psychopathic views, and then now he clearly sees this as a political lane to exploit. And I think he is absolutely correct about it. He also put this out on True Social last week. When they announced that they were going to send these Abrams tanks, he says, "First come the tanks, then come the nukes. Get this crazy war ended now." So easy to do. I mean, classic Trump, like, oh, it's no problem. No one is saying this would be easy to end, but of course in his mind, he's always there to make the deal. So I do think this will be very potent in the Republican primary. I think it's a big sleeper issue that could end up being what gets him back in the White House. But with regards to the primary, they've already telegraphed one of the cases they want to make against Ron DeSantis is that he was sort of a like classically hawkish John McCain style Republican when he was in the House of Representatives, which I think there is some sort of record there in voting history that would indicate that that is an accurate portrayal of how he was positioning himself at that time. So this could end up being incredibly potent in terms of the Republican primary. And DeSantis has said more sort of traditional, like just we should be supporting Ukraine and very much position himself on the side of more aid to Ukraine within the Republican divide on that issue. So it could be potent in the primary. And I think you're right, Saagar. This could end up being an extremely potent sleeper issue for the general election. Right now, yes, the public is divided 50-50 on whether to send aid to Ukraine. It's also not very few people's top priority in terms of how they're thinking of their issue. They're worried about the economy, classic things that people concerned about with regard to their pocketbook. But you never know when these sorts of things can really the situation could become destabilized. We could get pulled more directly into this thing, or you could just have continued public erosion of support for the endless direction that we're going in with right now with regards to Ukraine. So keep a close eye on this one, because I do think this is some Trump 2016 instinctive finding a political fissure to exploit, saying the thing that no one else is really saying, but a lot of the American public are actually thinking.
Oh, absolutely. I think it will be very, very powerful.
Hey guys, ready or not, 2024 is fully upon us now, and Saagar and I have been brainstorming ways that we can really up our game for this critical election.
Yeah, we rely on our premium subs to expand our coverage, to add staff, to upgrade the studio. We just want to give you the best independent coverage of of this election, which is possible. So if you can help us out, become a premium subscriber today, breakingpoints.com, or the link is down here in the description video. It really means the world to us. And if you like what we're all about, this is the best possible way to keep us 100% independent, working only for you.